Welcome to Lightboard Learning, where we discuss coaching principles. Today I want to talk about exercise selections inside of a Metcon, or a mixed modal piece of work. So to do that, we have to start with identifying where our client is relative to their training life cycle, let's call it. So the exercises that are going to go inside of a beginner's program is going to be a lot different than what's going to be inside of an advanced program. But I want to point out that this isn't like a linear build that we have to go through with every single client. So you can have an advanced client that just sits right here if they don't need to progress Metcons or mixed modal work all the way down to here and using complex movements and going really hard and really progressing that mixed modal aerobic system. But this is a great framework for your clients that do want to have a linear build or need to have a linear build and do more complex movements and work. So bringing it back to exercise selection, what should we do inside of these Metcons? So if your client is a beginner, it's best practice to just do cyclical modalities with your client. So you'll notice that in this example, I have a 20-minute AMRAP, 500-meter row, and a 40-meter farmer's walk. This is the cyclical piece, the 500-meter row. We're going to call the 40-meter farmer's walk more of a carry or an isometric exercise. So that is also okay to sit here. We just don't want to get into dynamics or eccentric and concentric contractions. So what we would be looking for here is intraset repeatability. Go ahead and check out our video on how to gauge intraset repeatability to understand how to do this piece of work properly. Moving on to your intermediate client, now we're going into cyclical plus gymnastics modalities. So an example here is 5 rounds for time, 15-calorie assault bike, 12 burpees, and 9 pull-ups. So you'll notice that we're still sticking to that cyclical modality, and now we're adding 2 gymnastics pieces in here. And it's also important to understand that we can't just go from cyclical to cyclical plus gymnastics and everything's at play because we've progressed to gymnastics. You have to ensure that your clients can actually perform burpees so they have a really solid base of support for the horizontal push. And they can perform a pull-up in an aerobic setting so they have a really solid base of support in the pulling, let's call it just the pulling pattern, and then you have to ensure that they can perform that pull-up properly. Finally, moving on to advanced, now we have cyclical plus gymnastics plus weights. So an example of that is 30, 20, 10, ski erg cals, box jump overs, and hang power snatch. So the ski erg, that's of course our cyclical modality. The box jump over, that's gymnastics because it's just body weight. And then the weights, we're looking at a hang power snatch. So you can kind of just see, looking at this build linearly, that we're going from just using cyclical all the way down to cyclical plus gymnastics plus weights. You have to not be in too much of a hurry to get to the advanced stages just because your clients want to get there. Educate your clients on why you have to start here and why it's safer to build this way, and you can still make those pieces of training enjoyable for your clients, and they're going to just stay with you for a much longer period of time because you're giving them safe work. So if you want to understand how to progress this system, or just to dig a little bit deeper into how we think in program design, you can check out our Programming Principles course.